at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buffaloes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start Mendoza. Made the move here from Indiana. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his man, it's May. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside, it's Hosley. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Addison. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Using his legs, it's Hosley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. The Buffaloes offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. That's caught. It's Atkins. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Direct snap. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis. They're working that left side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go right back to the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Young.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Lewis to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Fires to the wideout. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Young. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Lewis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a with the QBs
have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready. He did not make a good throw.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands it's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision right now.
The Buffaloes calling their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Lewis with the catch. It's Moore. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Now on the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's got their only touchdown on the day, and if they want to visit that end zone again, they really need to get this guy going.
Yeah, and not a lot to speak of offensively so far. They've kind of struggled, but you're right. He's been the bright spot, so this might be the guy that we focus the energy towards and finding ways to maybe force-feed him the football a little bit more.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the yell. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the move, he fires. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Hosley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Complete. Breaks into the open. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Pulls it on the option. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab on third. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Yellow Jackets with an answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you You need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds a man on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Wilson to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air, making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the